Rocca House has been a sanctuary for veterans who have fallen on hard times for many years. It's a place that they can call home while rebuilding their lives, re-engaging the community by giving back, building relationships, and in so doing, establishing roots. A major factor that brings integrity to this sanctuary is the fact that it's a sober living environment. The residents have a built-in support system because they are all drug and alcohol free. The residents of the Rocca House are currently facing a challenge, the loss of their sanctuary. Due to losing a contract with the VA, the non-profit company that currently holds the lease and sublets to the veterans isn't going to renew the contract with the city. Instead of just up and leaving, it's been proposed that a non-profit can be established in order to take over the lease and secure the Rocca House for the veteran residents. The feeling of instability caused by the possible loss of this lease has manifested in negative ways. Stress, anxiety, and some hopelessness have been expressed. It's become more than just a place to lay the head at night. It's a home, a sanctuary. Half of the residents are senior citizens looking to live out the rest of their days here at Rocca. Tom, who's in his 70s, has established his presence here in the neighborhood through his folk art projects. All through the week, people come to visit him and check on the themed birdhouses he builds. When he isn't giving them away, he occasionally sells them to help pay for future projects. Ron, in his mid-60s, has also engaged the community by giving his time to the local alcohol and drug recovery club down the street. He has become a relentless presence at the club and helps to encourage others to work toward bettering their lives. Mark, also in his 60s, is struggling with health issues and is needing surgery, and despite that has gone back to school in the hopes of being able to re-engage the job market. We have a soon-to-be senior, Jimmy, who is also facing health challenges and was relying on the Rocca House as a place to recover after surgery. He's our resident cowboy and has been involved in equestrian therapy for veterans suffering from PTSD. The homeless problem is a nationwide issue that affects people of all walks of life. In a time of unprecedented natural disasters, it could be you, someone you know, or just someone who crosses your path that loses the stability of a place to call home. We are fortunate to live in a nation as prosperous and generous as the USA. A contributing factor to the success of our country is the all-volunteer military and the personal sacrifices made in securing the personal freedoms of the citizens of this great nation. The sacrifice begins in basic training when a civilian becomes a soldier, sailor, airman, or Marine. An inner mechanism is created, and the newly formed military member is now driven by the team, the mission, and backed by the military community. This is a mechanism that only grows stronger over time. Upon leaving the military member becomes a veteran and loses the team, the mission, and the community. This loss contributes to a loss of purpose and hope, and far too often life on the streets. In a nation as rich and prosperous as ours, we certainly have the resources and indeed the responsibility to stand up for those who served in our armed forces. I'm asking you to stand with us and donate to this campaign. All donations will be used to establish and maintain the nonprofit NorCal-Veterans homes. The first order of business is to take over the lease for the Rocca House and maintain the sober living house for the veteran residents. NorCal-Veterans Homes is dedicated to providing long-term housing for veterans and their families who are homeless or at risk of becoming homeless. In our hearts, we know it's not okay to leave a fallen warrior behind. NorCal-Veterans Homes is here to return the team, the mission, and the community to the lives of our nation's heroes. Thank you for your time.